stop compromising yourself as a man, father, and husband. And I could talk about it, probably John could too, all day about this topic, but I really want to hit some key points around this, because the reality is that you are who you are as a man, okay? And there are aspects of you that are non-negotiable. You're not going to change it for anybody. And if somebody wants you to change that, you would get goosebumps in the back of your neck. We're talking about 2, 3, maximum four things here. And when you compromise yourself, what happens is you're lying to everybody, including your wife, because you are pretending to be somebody else that you're not. Now, why are you doing that? Well, you're pretending to be somebody else that you're not because there is a secondary gain for it for you, okay? Either you want to please them to get some sort of approval or appreciation, or there's some sort of outcome that you're looking for. It's a safety mechanism. It's a survival behavior, all fueled by emotions, by the way, all charged by emotions. So certain emotions come up and have you step into this survival behavior. Okay. If you want to gain your wife's respect back, one aspect is not compromising yourself. We'll talk more about that, but it's a critical part in being true to who you are, and in having, it's kind of like you're in the desert and you're lost, right? And you don't have a compass on you. It's kind of like that. When you know your terms, when you know who you are as a man, and you don't compromise yourself, you have an anchor. You have a point of view. You have a reference point. So it's like having a compass in the desert, knowing which direction to go because the compass is showing you. Well, having the tools like terms in place that help you not compromise yourself happens because it gives you direction, what to do, what to not do, what to say yes to, what to not to say yes to. Anything you want to add?
No, it's been a while since I've used the compass in the desert. But yeah, for sure, it's like it's that north, south, east, and west. Like it's really getting to know who you are and what are the non-negotiable aspects of who you are. And I think I come up from you as like as a teenager. As a teenager, granted, you're not as aware of okay who you are and what you're about, but you do know, hey, I'm doing something for a secondary gain. Whether that secondary gain is, okay, I want to be in this gang. Like, hey, I don't want to be on the outside. Hey, they're the cool guys, so I want to do whatever I need to do to get in with the cool guys because I'll be more popular in school. So you end up, stealing something. That fundamentally you just know, hey, this isn't really who I am, but I'm doing it for what we would now refer to as a secondary gain of, okay, being included. Right, and you carry that forward, and you look at your relationship, or you look at aspects of how you turn up and work, and you start doing stuff contrary to who you know yourself as, but you're doing it because the weight of the secondary gain seems more valuable for you than, hey, this is just, no, what's more valuable is you being grounded in who am I, like what am I actually about, what are my non-negotiables in relation to who I am. And the non-negotiables are primarily in relation to how you turn up. It's not about, hey, my non-negotiables are, I'm not going to tolerate that from somebody else. The non-negotiables are, hey, I'm not going to tolerate that from myself. Right? And to Andre's analogy, like being in the desert becomes a very lonely place if you're not grounded in something. If you don't have your, hey, okay, I don't care what time of day it is, as long as I know my north, south, east, west, I can find my way. I may be lost right now, but if I'm fundamentally anchored in north, south, east, west, I'll figure it out. But if you don't even have that reference point, you're just blowing in the wind. Every sandstorm just takes you to a different place, and you're like, oh, what am I meant to do here? So, and I'm laughing, as you're going through some of the topics we've already discussed in my head, I'm laughing because each one of them is just so huge, like so huge as regards an actual topic to discuss. And you know, we're getting through some stuff, but it's like I said, I keep smiling in my head because it's like that is so deep. Like there's so much more to, like, even the topic we're just talking about now as regards terms. Like we've modules on it, we've exercises on it, we have so much stuff packed around a lot of these things. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to communicate some of this stuff.